Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nightmare Media Podcast. I am your host, Jace Baumgartner. And before we get into the review, if you could, please like and subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated. But today we got a review for Orphan First Kill. But before I start with that, I want to review Orphan from 2009 because this is a film I actually just watched for the first time last week. And I kind of heard the buzz about how Orphan First Kill was. So I was like, I never seen it, so I'm going to try it out and to see if I want to watch Orphan First Kill, And I absolutely love the first Orphan movie. It is just one of those films where you look at it kind of though, you see it's like 2 hours and 3 minutes. You're kind of like, whoa, that's kind of long for a horror film. But it is never boring. It keeps you always interested in just seeing what Esther can do to this family and just kind of her tricks and her just way she is just creepy at times. And it worked out so well, definitely for a movie from 2009. So then it comes down to a movie that's a prequel 13 years later. So like, how would they do this? Because the great Isabelle Fuhrman, I mean, she's in her 20s. So, like, how would they make this character just the same and, like, I mean, pull it off as a young kid who's a 33-year-old, which is still an awesome twist. I really love that twist. And they did it, folks. They really did. Before I get into those thoughts, on IMDb, this movie is sitting at a 6 out of 10, and on Rotten Tomatoes, on the Rotten Tomato meter, we have a 73% and an audience score of 76%. So those are, pretty solid reviews. I've heard some people that I knew who have seen it, and they thought it was great. And like I said, I really, really like this movie. It's just crazy that a movie that was 13 years ago, they can still make it and do it a fantastic way. Like I said, Isabelle Fuhrman is great as Esther. This role got her started back in the day, 2009, by Leonardo DiCaprio. If you watch the interview, she says that Leo was the one that got her started because he's actually a producer on the first film. I don't know if many people know that, but when I saw that, I was really surprised myself. Like I said, she nails this role. I love how they pulled it off by not using any CGI to age her, and she's just creepy still at moments, and that's just awesome. I love it. And I really liked whenever she broke out of the can't remember what the place was called at the beginning that she was, and she broke out. The way she did it was just awesome. And it was really cool. And I like how she found someone that looked just like her almost, and so she could pull off this thing on these people. Julia Stiles as Tracy Albright. It's been a while since I've seen Julia. I know she doesn't get like a good rep. I loved her in 13 Things I Hate About You, or 10 Things I Hate About You. She was good in that movie. But like, she pulls off toward the end of this film like a crazy person, and it's just the twist I'll get to here in a little bit, but that twist is jaw-dropping awesome. But I don't know if I've really seen her in much. I know 10 Things I Hate About You. I know she was in Dexter, but I fully haven't got that far into Dexter to see her. So, but she did good. Matthew Flynn and Rolf Sutherland, probably pronounced his name wrong, but I know he is the brother of the great Kiefer Sutherland. They played, Matthew played Gunnar and Rossfeld played Alan, and they are good as well. Definitely Matthew. Matthew was really good. I had never seen him in anything before this movie, I don't believe, but he just nailed this role as the brother. And I saw I can't remember which review I saw before I did this, they kind of brought up a good point because Tracy and Matthew Gunner are like, they don't really seem like they give a shit about Esther. I mean, this is someone that's been lost and everything. So I found him like, so, I mean, it only seems like Alan's the one that gives a crap. And you would think that they would also give a shit. So it kind of brings you down because, like, I mean, definitely for Tracy, because, I mean, it's a mother. And if you found your kid, you're just going to be more like happy because you be in thing, or you got your kid back. But it seems like most of the time she doesn't even give a crap or anything. But I just felt like Alan's character wasn't in the film enough to kind of for you to really kind of care and everything about him, because I just don't feel he got the time to shine. Because you know how Esther has the crush on him, like he did in 2009 one with her dad there. So like I just don't feel like they made that chemistry enough to work. But like I said, those are just a few nitpicks. The kills in the film, they're good, they're just not great. For a movie like this, like nowadays, you feel like you're gonna get blood and all this great stuff, which don't get me wrong, there is. There are a few pretty good stabbing kills in this movie. Not gonna lie, there are some just really kind of go like, damn. But I'm gonna get to some spoilers here. With this big twist that everyone's talking about, and it will definitely keep you shocked, because the twist is that all along, Trisha and or Teresa, whatever it is, and Gunner knew that Esther wasn't that wasn't their daughter, because a long time ago they pulled it off where, I mean, you don't know if Gunner accidentally or did it on purpose killed Esther, and they hid the body and everything, so they pulled that missing because they didn't want Alan, because he went down on a deep slide after she went missing. Excuse me. So she knew that it wasn't, and so they have more or less, they play that you can't say what, you can't do anything, you got to go along with this and everything, because because there's this cop he kind of knows something's wrong, he's trying to figure it out, and you see Esther come from behind and just stab him from behind, because he says a comment, he goes, "You're not Esther, are you?" And he was, you don't even think he knew she was there, but she just stabs him from behind multiple times, and then comes Trisha, who just loads guns and loads bullets right into him, and you're just like, whoa, what's going on here? And like I said, they give you that twist, and so it makes sense why they did not give a crap whenever the thing, because they knew all along that it wasn't. It was just crazy. When I heard this and while it was going on, I was like, whoa, did not see that coming. And that what makes this film just awesome. I definitely recommend you see this movie. And the film only is an hour and 39 minutes, and I really feel like it goes really quick. Never finds I've heard people say that toward the beginning here, it's kind of boring. I really didn't have a problem with it. I found it just to keep me interested in everything, just like the first one did, because the first one just kept me glued to the thing of like, oh man, what is going to happen? And I just think it nailed it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I really hope we would get a third one. I know they have had talks about making a third film, but just not making us wait 13 years for it, which is something I definitely approve of. I would love to see a sequel. If you haven't had a chance to see Orphan First Kill, give it a shot. I think you really would like it. It is playing in select theaters, and it's on Paramount Plus. That's the way I got the chance to see it. I definitely would love to actually get a second watch on it and see it in the theaters. I think it'd be It's not a must-see in theaters, but I think it'd be a cool film to see in theaters. So if you haven't seen Orphan First Kill or Orphan from 2009, definitely check out those films. But if you have seen Orphan First Kill, please go down to the description. The links below to check out my other reviews, and go down in the comments and tell me your thoughts on what you thought Orphan First Kill. How do you think it was? And do you hope to get a sequel sometime down the road? But again, if you could like and subscribe, I definitely appreciate the support. I'm sorry for the long delay. I was just trying to figure out what video I wanted to bring next. So I guess until next time, I'm Chase. I'll talk to you all then.